Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Texas Motor Speedway as we are getting ready for the penultimate race for the Budweiser All-Pro Series Championship. That's right, after tonight, it will be just one race left at the Auto Club Speedway to determine who will be the Season 13 Budweiser All-Pro Series champion. I am Michael Norman, the official voice of the Budweiser All-Pro Series, as we getting things settled in here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Should be a very interesting race. 67 laps here today, which is broken up into 3 stages, 22, 22, and I believe 25 is the last stage. 25 laps is the last stage, which will be interesting because these cars can run between 18 to 20 laps on fuel, so they're going to have to come in right before the stage ends, pending a caution, if they don't get one. And getting onto pit road here is a little hard for some of these drivers. Some of these drivers love to kind of just try to hot pit, I guess you could say, that the term is, for online racing here in NR 2003, and that doesn't do them very well. So we're going to see which drivers make those mistakes here today. And this is also a very narrow pit road, so we could see cars coming in while other cars are coming out, and it could jumble up a whole mess and cost drivers valuable spots and or laps on the field because they have to be forced to tow back to their pit stall. We have 8 drivers looking for those final 4 spots. I'm going to tell you who they are right now. Right now, top of the leaderboard, Madeline Crenshaw, after last week, the only driver to score stage points. She comes into this race first in points with 3,060 points. Nathan Ormond right behind her with 3,051 points. Seth Cole not too far behind Nathan Ormond with 3,045 points in third place. And then Benjamin Miles with 3,040 points has the final transfer spot into the final round. Outside looking in, Trey Wright with 3,039 points, so he's only 1 point behind Benjamin Miles. So that cutoff point is going to be a real battle, pending any of those two win this race and get automatically locked in. Then we have Laura Chung. She is 6th in points with 3,034. Roberto Crown Jr. with 3,030. And bottom of the list, number 8, Jonathan Zorline with 3,028 points. As we get ready for this race to get started here, we're going to go trackside, get the opening ceremonies, and get things underway.
And now, here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome stars of the movie Top Gun Maverick, Jay Ellis and Lewis Pullman.
Jay, you feeling okay, buddy?
No, man, I feel a little off.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
What's wrong?
I don't know, man. I feel the need.
The need for what?
The need for speed! Driver!
Fire it up when you're ready.
Engines fired here at the Texas Motor Speedway. We are getting ready for the beginning of this race. Should be very interesting. As I said, 67 laps of racing around the Texas Motor Speedway. These cars going to start rubbing a little bit of fenders here as they come off of pit road. Just something that these drivers seem to like to do. Dylan Poteet, Madeline Crenshaw secure the front row for this race. That's another pole for Dylan Poteet as well. It's interesting, turning into his own Ryan Newman here as we are getting set. You see these cars coming down slowly down the back straightaway. I believe about 55 miles per hour is the pace speed here. Gonna wait and see what's gonna happen with these race cars. Like I said, 8 drivers going for 4 spots. Should make for a very, very interesting race. Especially with stage points being everything. With the Texas Motor Speedway newly reconfigured. Turns 1 and 2, not so steeply banked, and a lot more wide. So we could see these cars drift up a lot in these corners, in those specific corners. Green flag is out. We're underway here at Texas. Right here off in the turns 1 and 2 for the first time at speed. All 38 cars have made it to the green flag. The outside lane does get some good runs here. These drivers should be able to keep their foot in the gas going through. We'll see what happens. Crenshaw, look at Madeline just right there, stuck in the middle lane. Look at the 78 of Laura Chung also trying to hold her line. Dylan Poteet leads lap number 1. 22. At the completion of lap 22 will be the end of stage number 1, and we'll see what happens here. Some of these cars come off of turn number 2. They'll get a good run down the back straightaway. We'll see if they're able to keep their foot in it as they come through turns 3 and 4. The 38 car slides up just a little bit, but the 7 able to stay with it, but the inside lane is the preferred lane. Meanwhile, Dylan Poteet again still at the front of this pack. They have a battle for second place back here. That's Colin Cropley going underneath the 78 of Chung. Boy, Chung really had to bail out of the throttle there. See, these cars do have to let out of the throttle pretty good. Chung dropping like a fly. Here comes Trey Wright and Jonathan Zorline. That's more chasers. More playoff drivers up here as well. Poteet leads another lap. Look at these drivers back here, though. Drivers back here, Roberto Crown Jr. and others trying to get up here, try to get some points. Madeline Crenshaw really just dropping back now, stuck on the outside lane. Same thing with Anthony McCurry up here, looking at Samet Ozkin right here. Nathan Orman trying to get up into the mix. Colin Cropley trying to run down the 6. And we'll see. The fastest car on the racetrack so far has been the 6 of Poteet, but that might be because he's got some clean air. But Cropley, look at the run that Colin gets coming through the corner. He's going to try to dive to the inside of Poteet, but Poteet's going to close the door. That caused him to get out of it as we're looking back through the field here. Here There's a battle for what I believe to be the 4th position. Let's see, the 22 is able to get a run off the corner. We'll see. Chung has fallen back to about the 6th position here. Keeping an eye up at the front. Trey Wright, that 38 car. It was about this time in the season a couple of years ago that Trey Wright really picked up and stepped up to get his wins. Almost winning the championship. Well, he's got a shot at making the Final Four today. He's going to try to push Cropley ahead of Pote. Cropley leads the lap. Pote finally able to get back down to the bottom. Colin Cropley to the point, but Trey Wright's right on his back bumper. Literally right on his back bumper, almost pushing him. Tandem drafting almost here. We'll see if the 38 car gets a good run off the corner. Off the throttle, Cropley about a lane higher. Now the 38 car is going to turn underneath them. We'll see if the 38 can get the run off the corner. Yep, there he goes. He's going to dive it off into turns 3 and 4. And now Trey Wright will take over the race lead with Henry Sanford moving to 2nd place. Gonna look back here through the field again. Crenshaw back here, Cole Baker, Cody Lamas, Matthew Rodriguez, the surprise winner from last week at the Charlotte Roval. Keeping an eye here, we're roughly about 10 or so laps away from green flag pit stops. 16 really had to back out of the gas there to avoid running into the back of the 21 of Nick Gunther. Meanwhile, up here at the front, Anthony McCurry making a move here underneath the 6 of Pote. That's going to be for the 4th position. But Pote gets a good run off the outside lane. We'll see if the 8 car falls in line. 6 car, yep. Pote trying to he gets into the back bumper of Colin Cropley a little bit. And Cropley now going to lose a couple spots. Trey Wright still leading. Look at Pote going to dive it almost to the inside there. Cropley going to lose more positions. Jonathan Zorline falling back too. That's not good for that playoff driver. Dylan Pote's kind of on a move. Still has the fastest time of the race. Laura Chung's a quick 2nd here. And like I said, we're probably about 6 or so laps away from green flag pit stops here. These extra bonus points are really, really keeping everything close here in the playoff battle. Oh, look at Henry Sanford with a run. Henry Sanford to the inside of the 38 of Trey Wright trying to take the lead, and Trey able to hold on to it on the outside lane. Henry Sanford leads that lap, and now Trey Wright stuck on the outside lane. Through turns 3 and 4 again. Pote able to stay on the gas a little bit better than Henry Sanford. I'm going to run the 6 cars getting on Henry. We'll see if the 6 car Pote tries to dive back to the inside. Yep, he goes right there. Going to move the 22 up about half a groove. That's about where the groove line is, right there on that white line. And Henry Sanford going to get the better run off the corner. Probably a roughly 3 laps or so away from green flag pit stops. We'll see, and hopefully that none of our playoff drivers get penalties. Henry Sanford taking off that 22 car. Trey Wright trying to battle back and move Pote up about half a groove there. Couple of Stuart Haas racing cars right behind him. That's the 14 of Allie Rain and the 4 of Zachary Fitzwater. Coming in closer and closer towards green flag pit stops. Seth Cole. This guy's trying to make it into the final four. He is all the way back here. All the way towards the back of the pack. It's not good for him. Coming up through the field, Madeline Crenshaw back here, across the line back in the 20th position. She's got to be careful. She came in as the race leader, but the points are so super close. As you see, it looks like the leader and Colin Cropley came down pit road this time by. Probably a smart decision for them. It jumbled a lot of cars up here, so this should make coming onto pit road this time by really interesting for this back half. Look at the jumble of cars right here. And here comes a couple of cars down pit road. Yep, and already we have an issue. The 38 car made a late minute try to get on pit road. A lot of cars here. One car spinning, the 11 car. Jovan Anderson and others just having a really rough time getting onto pit road. Of the cars that stayed out, trying to see who and where. Gonna see what happens. As the rest of these cars come onto pit road. Dylan Poteet might be having an issue here. And here we go. Cars coming back onto pit road. Oh, issue back there with the 41 and the 16. That's three playoff drivers in trouble. The 16, the 41, or the 16, the 41, and the 24 car got held up on that. As there comes Colin Cropley right there. And keep an eye on the 22. This is Henry Sanford. I think he might be the race leader. Or very well close to it. Cross the line in 12th place. Couple of cars coming out, but I think the 22 car is going to have the lead. Henry Sanford might have the lead as they're coming across. Let's see. Yep, the 22 is the race leader. This is the proverbial white flag of stage number 1, by the way. Coming to the end of stage number 1, and it looks like it's going to be all Henry Sanford. Yep, green checkered flag is up. Henry Sanford wins stage number 1. Gonna wait for the top 10 to come across the line. Wait for it to update. Right there. There we go. Alright, it is updated. We'll be right back with some more action here at the Texas Motor Speedway. We are back here for stage number 2, and the caution flag is out. Caution flag is out. This should actually bunch the field back up. I'm not sure exactly what the caution flag is for, but we do have some cautions, or a caution, on the racetrack. Here's the pace car right there. We're going to see what's going to happen here. If there's going to be more pit stops, this could break a whole cycle here. We'll see if these cars come down pit road or not. Yep, and all these cars do. Looks like a quickie caution because looks like a quickie caution because lap down cars are coming down pit road with lead lap cars. As you can see, the 3 and the 9 car on pit road. Keeping an eye, though, on Henry Sanford, as he is our race leader. Pit lane 1 camera. This should be a good camera. As you see the lights on the outside of the structure that always glow up for the for when a caution comes out. Gonna never mind the 9 and the 45 there and the 3. Henry Sanford first off pit road. So I think the 9, the 45, and the 3, I think those are all lap down cars. Yeah, they're all lap down cars. Totally. Well, the 45 might be on the lead lap when they come by this time. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Gonna accelerate a little bit here. Yeah, the 45 will be on the tail end of the lead lap. The rest of the cars came down pit road. Benjamin Miles a lap down. Everybody else down a lap. We're going to go through the top 10 real quick. Henry Sanford, Colin Cropley, Nick Gunther, Madeline Crenshaw, Allie Rain, Anthony McCurry, Nathan Orman, Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Potey, and Matthew Rodriguez. We're going to see who's up to speed, who's not up to speed, and how this restart's going to come into play as the lap 44 will be the end of stage number 2. Green flag is back out. We're back underway. Looks like Henry Sanford able to clear the lap cars. Henry Sanford able to clear the lapped cars. '21 able to kind of get underneath the 19 of Colin Cropley. Have to keep an eye out back here. Just to see what's going to happen. These cars came down to top off. The 22 of Henry Sanford looking to get around. And remember to say that lap 44, the completion of 44, is going to be in fact the end of stage number 2. Looks like Kyle Matthews coming off of pit road again. Unscheduled stop for that number 5 car. Here comes Cole Deaver around the 22 car. The 14 of Allie Rain, though, is for position, so the 22's got to keep an eye on that. Get maybe back to the inside. '14 car had to back way out of the throttle for there. That's going to allow the 22 to pull away just a little bit. And the 16 car going to try to go underneath the 14, possibly for, that's not for position, but maybe not. The inside goes to 22, the 14 car carrying a lot of speed. These cars really trying to clear these lap cars. The 14 car is right on the back bumper. Oh, I heard the caution. I think the caution is out. Oh, we have a big-time accident on the front straightaway. The 17 of James Moore. Seth Cole is involved. The 1 of Trent Dunham. The 5 of Kyle Matthews. And that looks to be the 18 of Jose Mills involved. The caution flag is out. And the 14 had gotten out ahead of the 22. Alright, we're going to go back, take a look at this. Seth Cole, I think his day is done. I'm pretty sure that's going to be unrepairable damage on that 24 car. I'd like to know what... Hey, I mean, he already has lost... Oh, Lord, something happened up on the front here. Oh, Lord, Oh, Dylan Poteet got spun. Okay, we're going to look at this here. Poteet got spun. He's up on the outside, losing a lot of momentum here. Here comes the 51 of Charlie Buxton, carrying the momentum off the corner, just right into the back. The 42 of Bobby Frazier gets involved. Jessica Shelton scoots by. Oh, no, she doesn't. She gets clobbered. Right there, the 18 gets involved. The 7 got a little piece of it, but didn't really get too much. Oh, my lordy. The 18 car gets clobbered by Kyle Matthews. Almost flips over. And this up here, the track becomes blocked. The 41 car, the 24 car just had nowhere to go. Clobbers the 17. And that pretty much might have ended Seth Cole's day and his hopes for the championship. So we're going to keep an eye out here. See who possibly stayed out and who came down pit road. A lot of cars retired because of this accident. And we also still have a lot of cars one lap down as well. Dylan Poteet is now one lap down on the inside. This is going to make things interesting for the rest of this race. So we're going to have a 5-lap shootout to the end of stage number 2. Keeping an eye on Allie Rain in the 14 car. She is the race leader. Second place, Henry Sanford. Third is Anthony McCurry. Fourth is Nathan Ormond. Fifth is Stephen Colin. Sixth is... I guess I should say... Sixth is Matthew Rodriguez. Oh, Matthew Rodriguez was trying to come to pit road or something. Last minute change. The green flag is back out. An unscheduled pit stop for that car. No idea what happened. Dylan Poteet is very, very slow. Holding up that entire inside lane here. And that's pretty much all of the lapped cars. Anthony McCurry going to come down the inside, take over second place. Ormond is in here as well. Remember, as I said, a 5-lap shootout to the end of stage number 2. Trey Wright back here, stuck. Dylan Poteet stuck on the outside lane now. These cars struggling and fighting to get around him. Nathan Ormond poised to get some stage points, which might just clinch his spot in the Final Four at Auto Club. Two laps left in stage number 2. Ormond going to battle for the second position. All right, it's the last lap of stage number 2. Does the 23 have enough momentum to get up to the back bumper of the 14 car? We'll have to wait and see. Does not look like it. Coming out of turn number 4, Alley Rain wins stage number 2 here at Texas. And there it is. There's your updated top 10 right there. You're going to step aside, quick commercial break. Be right back with more action here at Texas.
Warning. The Duracell Cup Series data file you have attempted to access is out of date. Uploading current file now.
It's a brand new car from stem to stern, and it's never been raced at these speeds.
The next gen car is opportunity.
Everything is different with the exception of like the seat, the steering wheel, and your helmet.
Unknown creates excitement.
We are back here at the Texas Motor Speedway for the final run to the finish. Oh, the caution. Oh, that's a big wreck in turn 1. Big wreck in turn 1. A lot of cars involved in it. Maddie Crenshaw's involved. Jonathan Zorline. The 3 of Cole Deaver. The 99. Charles Sanford. Benjamin Miles, among others. It is a parking lot in turn number 3, the 20 to 12 of RJ Bishop trying to get into his pit stall. Oh, that was a big time accident. Holy moly, that was huge. Well, we're gonna go back and take a look and see at what happened here real quick. That looked like a... Oh, that looked like Nick Gunther. Oh, Henry Sanford. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Henry Sanford just gets a good run in the corner, and Sanford just spins out. The 21 up into the wall he goes, and back down the racetrack. Bam! Right into the 31. The 45's involved. The 12, and everyone just starts piling in. The 47's involved. Oh my lord, that was a big time accident. A little bit of crumple on the hood of the 7 of Madeline Crenshaw. That can't be good, but there were other drivers involved. The 41 involved. I don't know, the 11's involved, the 21. I mean, it was just, that was a huge accident. Cars are coming off of pit road now. See the 41 and the 7 here. Looks like they were able to get some of their damage repaired. Madeline Crenshaw crossed the line in 9th place last time. We're going to skip ahead here, try to get everything settled out. Allie Rain still. Yeah. Allie Rain still the race leader here as the rest of the lap down cars head up towards the front of the field. Let's see if these cars can even make it to the end of the... Let's see if these cars can even make it to the end. Pull up my calculator here real quick. That's 18 laps. 18 laps till the just about between 18 and 19 laps left here at Texas, and that might be at the edge of a pit window. So if we don't get another caution, these cars might not have enough to make it. This is going to be really, really interesting. Allie Rain, Nathan Ormond, Reggie Fogelman, Anthony McCurry, Dylan Young, Cole Baker, Henry Sanford, Christina Bell, Bobby Fraser, and Jessica Shelton are your top 10 on this restart. Let's see what's going to happen. Green flag is back out. We're back underway. I just realized, too, that Laura Chung is also trapped a one lap down. So a lot of playoff drivers in trouble here. A lot of playoff drivers in trouble, which could also help that number 7 and others. We're just going to have to kind of wait and see what's going to happen. Some of the drivers that had some of the playoff drivers that had early troubles are trouble here. As Nathan Ormond seems to be the only one that's pretty much guaranteed a spot in the final 4. Gonna go back here and see. Looks like probably some engine damage to the 7 car, either aero or engine, excuse me, damage to the 7 car. So she's just struggling to finish right now, while the 16 of Roberto Crown Jr. tries to unlap himself. Well, tried to get one of his 3 laps back, I guess I should say. That's going to stick the 14 to the outside, and here comes Nathan Ormond in the 23 car. 23XI, look at him. He's going to try to get the lead here, and Ormond could have a shot at winning this race and even though he's pretty much already locked his way into the final 4. Henry Sanford trying to come up here, as well as the 2 of Dylan Young. Dylan Young, winner of back-to-back races in the Bud All Pro Series. They're going to try to go underneath Charles Buxton. Charles Buxton. Trying to put as many cars between himself and second place Henry Sanford as possible. But the question still remains is who will have enough gas to make it? No doubt that if Seth Cole was in the commentary booth with me, he would have done the New Day. Whoo, whoo. Ormond has a fast race car. There's no doubt about it. Ormond trying to prove that he can win the championship. He has not won a race this whole season. Ormond, one of the ones to get in to the playoffs via points. At least I believe, unless he did win a race. He probably won a race and I don't remember it. Actually, I think he did win a race. I'm pretty sure he won a race. Because I feel like Cole Baker and Madeline Crenshaw were the only two drivers to make it in without a win. So, yeah. So, the 23 definitely has won a race. I just forgot where. It's been so much late in the season. I'm already ready for season 14. I already got the qualifying order set. Also, speaking of that, as we continue to watch this here, battle for the lead, I have upped the car count for the Daytona 500 again. So, usually it's a 38-car field, and the Budweiser All-Pro Series will remain a 38-car field. But for the Daytona 500, we will have a full 42-car field. And, you know, just the one-offers aren't going to get any points. They're just there for a one-off race to the Daytona 500. We have go or go home cars. I think we have 6 cars going for 4 spots. 2 in duel 1, 2 in duel 2. No one will be locked in. None of the go or go home cars will be automatically locked in via their qualifying time. All they have to do is just be the highest two of the highest two of the 3 cars of the 3 go or go home cars in each duel race. Henry Sanford has once again taken back over the lead, but Reggie Fogelman is right behind him, and now Christina Bell in the 77 car is going to take over second place. 10 laps to go, coming to 9 laps to go this time by. Christina Bell all over the back bumper of Henry Sanford. Now Christina going to look for the lead. Can't quite do it, though. Henry Sanford getting a good run off the corner. Look at how he just closes up on the back bumper of the 15. Eight laps to go this time. 8 to go. Do these drivers have enough gas to make it? Do these drivers? It's going to be big if these cars have to come down pit road before the checkered flag falls. Oh, Henry Sanford got forced up the track a little bit there by the 15, 77, and the 20 trying to make a move. Let's see, Henry Sanford going up a bit again. Reggie Fogelman right there. As well, Christina Bell gets a good run off the corner. We'll see if she tries to duck underneath the 22. Not quite there. 6 to go, coming to 5 this time by. It looks like the worst that maybe Madeline Crenshaw can finish is going to be 14th. So I wonder if that's going to be good enough to lock her into the next round, but we're going to the final round, but we're going to have to wait and see what the points say when the race is finished. 5 laps to go here at Texas. Christina Bell stays on the back bumper of the 22. 77 car kind of backed off a little bit. Four laps to go. Henry Sanford looking for his second win of the season. He won earlier this season at Pocono. Three laps to go. Do these cars have enough fuel to make it? Reggie Fogelman's now to the back bumper of the 77 and... Oh, there he goes. 77 going to dive to the inside of the 22 with the 20 car going right with her. Christina Bell takes the lead with 2 laps to go. Keep an eye on the other 2 back there. Let's see, do these cars have enough fuel to make it? And who's going to be the final 4 heading into Auto Club? Nobody else coming down pit road. 1 lap to go. We do have 1 car. That would be the 41 car. I believe I saw coming down pit road. The 99 as well. So the 99 already came down pit road, but we're going to come back, take a look at the 77 of Christina Bell. Looks like Bell's going to have an opportunity here. The 20 car with a good, huge run off the corner, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Christina Bell wins at Texas. Very, very good run for Christina Bell. Madeline Crenshaw going to finish 14th, the last car on the lead lap. And I'm not too sure who our final 4 is going to be. As you see, the 9 and the 16. I'm going to go ahead and export these results. There we go. Christina Bell, Reggie Fogelman, Henry Sanford, Cole Baker, Jessica Shelton, Allie Rain, Dylan Young, Zachary Fitzwater, Trey Wright finished 9th place. He definitely had to advance. Trey Wright and Nathan Ormond, I believe, are the 2 that did. I believe Madeline Crenshaw also could be the 3rd, but I'm not too sure who the 4th one's going to be. We're going to have to wait and see. But Crenshaw rounds out the cars on the lead lap in 14th, and it's Charles Buxton, Laura Chung, Jonathan Zorline, Matthew Rodriguez, James Qualls, Charles Sanford, Roberto Crown Jr., Jovan Anderson, and Cole Deaver round out the cars that finished the race. And then the cars that were out of the race: Sema Oskin, William Brock, Nick Gunther, Charlie Buxton, Dylan Poteet, Stephen Colin, Benjamin Miles, unfortunately caught up in that accident, so I believe his bid for the championship is done, as well as Seth Cole, who finished 37th. So, unfortunately, I feel like the 45 and the 24 are definitely, and as well as possibly the 16 finishing 21st, are probably probably 3 eliminated from the final 4. But we're not going to know officially until the end of this video when I put the calculated points up and see who is going to be battling for the title at Auto Club. So thank you guys so much for watching. We're packing it up, heading to the West Coast for some exciting Auto Club racing. My name is Michael Norman, the official voice of the Budweiser All-Pro Series, and I say, until we meet again.